Hello my friends and welcome back to class. Today we are going to talk about posture and ways that you can improve it and maintain those improvements throughout dance class and also throughout your regular day-to-day life. One thing that a lot of people do is tend to hunch forward with your shoulders. I find myself doing this when I have a lot of computer work to do, like when I'm editing videos or if I'm sending a bunch of emails. I'll start to feel like my neck and my shoulders tense up and then realize I've been hovering over my computer like a little vulture. Not a vulture, but you know what I mean. Hunched over, holding tension in the top of my body. So right there, it's something that we do throughout ballet class, but we really should apply it more to our day-to-day life, is keeping our shoulders rolled down and back. So you can even take your shoulders and just find where they kind of naturally sit. From there, squeeze them up to your ears, roll them down and back, feeling those shoulder blades drop together right there in the back. Right above like where your bra strap would be. So feel those shoulders roll down and back, and then as they do, you want to feel your rib cage squeeze together at the bottoms. So your chest is open and a presentational collarbone, yeah? So I have a super bony collarbone so you can see just nice and open to the sky, yeah? So you want to see that collarbone nice and open, shoulders are rolled down and back. You want to have a nice long neck. So a lot of times throughout class I will say actively pull your shoulder blades down and your shoulders away from your ears. A really natural place to hold tension is in our shoulders. So if we get nervous or feel unsure about movement that we're learning, our shoulders tend to creep up, 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 and then before you know it, you're a little dancing T-Rex, which is not good for anybody. So feel those shoulders really squeeze down and away from your neck, while at the same time, your head is square and you're drawing up through the top of your head. But it's not even so much about your head as it is about keeping a straight line from the top of your head through the bottom of your tail. So head is lifting, shoulders are actively pushing away from your ears, rolling down and back while you feel those shoulder blades squeeze together, and then your rib cage pull together at the bottom, so your core muscles automatically activate right there just from the squeezing at the bottom of your shoulder blades and the squeezing at the bottom of your ribs. So you feel those tummy muscles held tight, but not like a super squeeze. It's more like how Spanx feel, yeah, how they're holding you. It's secure, but you can still breathe. You want to do that, but just with your own muscles, yeah? So you feel that secure center body, but you can still breathe and you have a nice open chest. I always say pull your belly button to the base of your tailbone. So I say that because to me it's easier to feel everything connected if I try to literally connect it. It also keeps me from giving into a natural sway back, which is it's a constant struggle for me to not get tired and start to give into that lower S curve of my back. And it feeling that belly button to tailbone connection stops me from doing that, and it also stops me from overcorrecting and tucking my tailbone like a nervous chihuahua, yeah. This is also incorrect. This would be an anterior tilt in your pelvis where it's tilted forward. So it kind of feels good as a hip stretch and a core strengthener, but it's not a position that we want to maintain throughout the day or throughout dance class, yeah. You want to lengthen, so you want to feel your belly button, draw to the base of that tailbone just enough so that you feel a good stretch and some space in your hips. Yeah, so as we're pulling, we've got our belly button to tailbone, we've got our rib cage squeezing together, activating those core muscles. We've got our shoulder blades pulling together, supporting our shoulders lifted away from your neck. While all of this is going on, you're drawing up through your inner thighs and up through the backs of your hamstrings. So when I say have the weight in the balls of your feet in class, what I really mean is draw up through your inner thighs and you feel it take that weight up out of your knees, up out of your ankles, so that you are up and over the balls of your feet. Your heels almost feel buoyant, but it's not coming from your heels, it's coming from inner thighs, underneath your seat, drawing those hamstrings up, yeah? And holding that space in your hip. Yeah, so at the same time, your hamstrings are drawing up, you're lifting and squeezing through your inner thighs so that your weight is nice and buoyant over the balls of your feet. You're also lifting up through your calves and activating all of those muscles in your feet so that even, I'll say, find your weight nice and even through all four corners of your feet. And I want you to spread out your toes so you become really aware of the bottoms of your feet. Yeah? You're feeling it. Weight is everywhere. Draw up through your inner thighs so that your heels are nice and buoyant. Draw up through the back of your legs so that you have space in your ankles, space in your toe joints, space in your knees, space in your hips, space in your shoulders, space in your neck. So all of this posture work that we do, which is really the main work of ballet, is to create space in every single joint. So as you're lifted and you're holding everything, you're building your muscles to hold space. So everything becomes longer feeling. You can't actually lengthen muscles, but you can create space between your bones, and it gives you that look of grace and control. All of that comes from having the space to really move freely. This also keeps you safe so that when you come down from something like a jump, you're not just and you collapse everything down into the floor. You resist every single movement that we do. So if we're standing up tall, you feel yourself rooted through the ground. Yeah, if we're plieing, you feel yourself lifting through the ceiling, just creating all of that space in every single movement that we do. Let's do just a few simple plies and tendus to get that feeling of space throughout our joints. So I want you to start parallel, same as always, feet directly forward. Feel all four corners of your feet. Give your toes a little wiggle. Spread them out. Good, little monkey toes. And then relax those feet. Lift up, 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 out of your feet, out of your calves, out of your hamstrings. Feel space in your knees. Draw up through your inner thigh so that your weight is nice and lifted. Pull your belly button to the base of your tailbone. Don't tuck, just lift. Take the S shape of your spine and space it out. Roll your shoulders down and back. Good, so you're gonna feel your shoulder blades squeezing together, rotated just like the top of your legs, and lift your arms up while the shoulders pull down. Good, we're gonna stand up like an elongated letter H, drawing your shoulders down and away, palms are together. Good, right there, I want you to lift up. Good, feel nice and strong through the balls of your feet. This is another position that we should probably talk about. As you're in releve, you want to make sure that the weight is pulling towards the balls of, well, obviously the balls of your feet, but your big toe and your second toe. So what you don't want to happen is your weight to fall back towards your pinky toes. That gives you a really weak point in those ankles. If you are all the way up over your demi point in your releve and your weight is pulling towards your big toe and your second toe, you have the maximum support in that position. So you have shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over toes, and a straight line through the ceiling and through the ground. Yes? So here we are, parallel, elongated letter H, stretch it up, 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 up. We're gonna hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip your palms out, push the ground away, plie, nice and long, and stretch. Turn your legs out from the top of your hips, first position, nice and open from the top, and you should feel, even every time we change positions, adjust that belly button to tailbone connection so that it doesn't go away. For me, that's the first thing that wants to fall apart. Take your arms from first position, shoulders down. Open in second position, shoulder blades are squeezing together. Yes, you really feel it nice and strong through your back. You're gonna lift up, demi-plie, lift up, 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 and stretch. Now releve, arms come up, push it down, 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 and open. Good, one more time, plie, lift up, 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 push down, releve, hold it. Good, lift as you come down. And take your arms center in first position, all the way up. Tendu your right foot to the front, lead with that heel, peel back with your toes. Good, take the left foot, tendu front. Now as you do, your weight gradually shifts to the standing leg, but we want it to look seamless. Yeah, so if your weight is all the way back into your heel, as you tendu, you're gonna sink into that supporting hip. Probably not this obviously, but it'll happen a little bit, and over time you'll start to feel it in your hips and your knees and your ankle. We want that transition to be as seamless as possible. So as that foot tendus forward, you're lifting, 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 lifting up out of that standing leg, pushing down, 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 seamless transition back to weight on 2 feet. Shift, hoo, 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 hoo. Good, tendu at front, seamless transition as much as possible. Then push down, 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 down. Weight is back on 2 feet. Take it to the side. Push through the floor, down, 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 down. And squeeze as you come back in, weight on 2 feet. A lot of times in between things, you'll see me lift my heels, and that's just a reminder. Keep drawing up through the center line. Push down through the floor to tendu to the side. And squeeze, take it back to first. Demi-plie while you're in first, and stretch, and first, and stretch, lift to take it down. And those same rules apply through all the positions of ballet. A lot of times once we get to working in 4th and 5th position, you'll start to sacrifice certain points of that alignment or posture. Don't do that. Sacrifice anything else first, yeah? This posture and alignment is what's going to keep you safe throughout the more advanced moves, especially once we get to 4th position. Your knees are in a precarious position if you don't really make sure that your knees are shooting out directly over your toes while staying in alignment with your hips and shoulders. For me, I can a lot of times I can fix my alignment from the shoulders down. It just helps me to think about it top to bottom. So if that helps you, use that. Sometimes I will say in a balance, try to fix your shoulders first and see if that helps everything below it. I like to think about like an old-fashioned yoke with like 2 heavy water jugs, literally pulling my shoulders down so that I don't give in to a little insecure, like nervous girl hunch. Yeah, because that does totally happen to me all the time. A lot of times when you get tall quick too, it's like you shrink yourself. And why would we do that? Don't do that. Don't shrink your own self. So roll your shoulders back and let it be open and confident. I'm going to show you a couple things that we can do with everyday items to fix our posture when you're doing work or having leisure time, and then we will wrap it up. So, smartphones are the culprit for a lot of bad posture that I see just out and about. If I see people like waiting in a waiting room, 9 times out of 10, they're in a chair like this. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It kind of is what it is. So one thing that we can all do while we're playing on our phones or doing whatever it is that you do is take your phone and hold it up, yeah, about chin level. This is like, it makes me think of acting class. They're like, hold your lines chin level so that we don't see the top of your head and your eyelids the whole time that you're saying whatever it is that you're saying. So just a simple thing that can improve the posture of your whole body during your downtime is taking your device and holding it up automatically. Your shoulders roll back, you're more aware of your center muscles, and you're not hunched over fully into a flat screen. Another thing we can all do is, hey, put it down, go do a dance party, take a walk outside. The real world is richer than any flat screen. So I have talked to you about being a editing computer zombie, and once again, it's taking that whole posture and pushing it down into an electronic device. What we can do, one thing, is instead of lounging back onto a couch or into a chair, we can take our booties and scoot it up to the edge so that you're forced to hold your back nice and strong as you do your work. Another thing that we can all do is a standing desk. Or if you don't have one like me, you work in the kitchen. There's snacks there. It's already standing desk height. Yeah? You can be chopping up a mango, eating it, getting your computer sticky with mango juice. It helps to have that reminder to keep it moving and also improve your posture. So, let's close this. It's like up on test videos. I shot for this already. Walking around throughout the day, obviously you're going to crash into something if you're walking and on your phone, so don't even worry about holding it eye level. Just put it down so you don't smack into walls or cars or anything like that. Think about your body as you're walking. Well, think about your body as you're walking. Don't just flop around. Think about working everything. So stacking everything up like we talked about, shoulders right over hips, hips over knees, knees over toes, but also rolling through your feet on each step. So if you think about making full contact with the floor as you walk, you're more likely to be mindful of your posture and mindful of the way that your muscles are moving. And just taking any moment that you can to think about what your body is doing for you and how you can help it on that mission is super beneficial. So do it. This is your house, yeah? You might have a house, but where are you really living? You're living inside of this shell. So take care of it, be grateful for it, and think about keeping it properly aligned. I hope that you all have a wonderful week. I hope that you liked this class ramble about posture, whatever. And I will see you all next week.